Hey everyone. I've been getting a really amazing psychic download, and I haven't even been writing it down. It's kind of been coming and going for, I would say, the last 2 months now. The last 2 months, or really since the beginning of the year. So the psychic download I'm getting is, and like yesterday it came full circle. It started coming full circle yesterday. So I've been thinking about the concept of Sleeping Beauty. I've been thinking, and honestly, Rumpelstiltskin has come up a lot. But the concept of fairy tales, especially because over the last year, really like honing in on my psychic side, I think how I think about fairy tale creatures has drastically changed. The way that I think about how I see energy, about how I'm seeing energy, how I'm seeing past life energy in people, you know? How like we grow through different lifetimes. But Rumpelstiltskin was an evil man who would take things from people. He would take things from people. And it was only if you knew his name would he not take from you. And so there's something about that, you know, there's something about the evil people. You don't know their name, you don't know them, you don't know who they are. But that's what the change of energy really is. That's what the change is happening right now in the world. How the energy is shifting. I can look at a person and feel pretty confident that I could see them. Not maybe every single hobby that they like, but I can read their energy in a way that's like, I can see why you're being a dick. I can see why you're not being nice. I can see that you have some unresolved childhood traumas you haven't worked through. Some unresolved childhood traumas, you know? That's what Rumpelstiltskin represents. An unhealed individual. Maybe somebody who had a really hard childhood, a really tough childhood, a childhood that wasn't full of love. So they don't understand that love should be free-flowing. They don't understand that love should be free-flowing. They think it comes at a price. They think it comes at a price, and then they try to steal it from somebody else rather than realizing there's enough love to go around. There's enough love to go around. So the concept of Sleeping Beauty, so Sleeping Beauty was a princess, and the king and queen loved the princess very much. So to keep her safe, they had a witch put her under a spell. It was just to protect her. Oh, it was just to protect her. That's out, right? It was just to protect her? Is that what you really think? So I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking about this concept. Thank you, universe, for honestly giving me the gift to deliver this message. Sleeping Beauty. What if Sleeping Beauty was never the daughter of the king and queen? What if Sleeping Beauty was never the daughter of the king and queen? And what if the Sleeping Beauty wasn't even related to the people running the castle? They weren't related to the people trying to control the castle, So Sleeping Beauty, I understand, like she pricks her finger and it's like to protect her, da-da-da-da-da. So I think the story is a little bit different. What I really think it is I think there were a lot of people in the castle. There was a lot of people in the castle. They were all hanging out, having fun, healing people, holding people accountable, having a grand old time. And then something changed where the god ego maybe made an appearance. Maybe he made an appearance, but it was more so like what changed was the free-flowing love all of a sudden started having a price on it. Free-flowing love had a price. It was this much gold, or this many diamonds, this many shiny objects. So what if Sleeping Beauty was nothing but an object in the king and queen's minds? And what if the king and queen wanted to put Sleeping Beauty under a spell because Sleeping Beauty was speaking the truth? And so to some degree, the download that I had is that what if Sleeping Beauty was never a princess, but the high priestess? Sleeping Beauty was a high priestess, and everyone, all the townspeople, the court jester, the hierophant, the teachers, the tutors, the scholars. What if without the person speaking the truth around, They started believing the lies that the king and queen were telling everyone. They started believing the lies of the king and queen. You know? Oh, no, we don't tell the truth here. Oh, no. You better look happy. You don't look happy. Smile more. Smile more. Oh, it needs to be a grander gesture, a grander ball, a grander outing. And so what if Sleeping Beauty all of a sudden woke up, but everyone else is still living in that illusion, living in that illusion? What if Sleeping Beauty is the one that all of those people, the Hierophant, the court gesture, the military guard, the baker, the artist, all of the jobs, all of the healing, free-flowing energy. What if the high priestess is the one that was supposed to show up and wake everyone up? They trusted the high priestess. They trusted that the high priestess was going to help everyone. They trusted that no matter what the high priestess went through, she was still going to find the truth. She was still going to find the truth. And then when she showed up, she was going to start recognizing people. She was going to start recognizing the man who's half goat. Greatest of all times. Makes exact sense for who he was. Makes total sense for who he was. And after she told him, he would start having weird dreams. And then she met some of the military guards, some of the protectors. They were a little confused, but they also still felt very strong. Just nobody in this lifetime had given them credit, so they forgot to give themselves credit for how strong they were. They forgot to give themselves credit for how strong they were. The court jester, everyone thought he was a joke. He wasn't a joke. He was the one playing handpan. He was the one doing sound baths. He was the one helping people heal from the entertainment that he brought to the table. I think the Hierophant always knew. He didn't forget. He was just waiting until he felt comfortable enough to realize he was the master artist. He was the master. He was the one that actually had a lot to say that could reach different lands and people can hear them. What if the whole town is starting to wake up? What if the whole town is starting to wake up, starting to say Rumpelstiltskin's name, starting to call things for what they are, starting to see that the king and queen were never worthy of their titles to begin with? I don't think it's Sleeping Beauty. I think it's Age of the High Priestess. I love you, friends. Keep going.